So we started with the Christmas baking. In there we have the butter and sugar that is getting creamed. We have the eggs ready to add. We usually add our eggs one at a time. So we crack each one, make sure it's good, put it in there before we put it into the mixture. We have our vanilla, baking soda, baking powder, lemon zest. Here we've already mixed some of our drier ingredients, the flour, sugar, cinnamon, salt, and after we have creamed the egg and butter mixture, we will then later fold in the dry ingredients. So because of the noise, I am not gonna be doing too much filming of the preparatory part of the baking. I would just from time to time come in with small snippets of 1 minute little features, because I mean, who doesn't know how to bake? Baking is a personal thing. At Christmas time, each person have their family recipes from over the years that they love to feature and make. So but this is just a little bit of me showing off some of what we do around here. So I will from time to time do little 5-minute snippets or 2-minute, 1 minute, whatever time I have. Putting in the eggs one at a time, like I said, so that the mixer fold that in. And see, by putting them in one at a time, the egg doesn't get time to just settle up in one corner. It's folded in right away. And then we'll crack another, pour it in the thing to make sure that it's good. That's why we do them one at a time. We do not want a surprise bad egg. And then we'll pour that in. And we do that until all the eggs have been added and are in the mixture. So pans are all floured and buttered and floured. So that's how we get our non-stick method. We spray them first with some spray oil, and then we put flour in, and so that they will just turn right out when we finish baking and fold them out. This is a sample pan. Of course, you always have to do a little tiny one to sample when it comes out. So this tiny one will be our sample. And so we're gonna make 3 darker Christmas cakes. We're gonna do a fruit cake, and this is gonna be Caribbean style fruit cake. This is not the typical regular other people's fruit cake. I don't know if I should call them Canadian or not. This is still going. We are gonna put in our fruit now. These things we had them made since early up in the year. That there is ground fruit soaked in wine and all types of alcohol. So that now would get added into the cake with some of this mixed fruit, a little molasses, and all of our other ingredients. And we will see how our black cake turn out this year. So this is Caribbean Christmas black fruit cake. We're gonna start adding in our fruit now. So we're in business, getting into business now. We are gonna look at that. See, we've already started some there, a little bit. And now we are going to add that in. Great big scoops of it. Because like I said, this is a black Christmas fruit cake. So we want a nice dark color, and we want lots of fruit, make it nice and rich. This is a family recipe going back generations. My husband's mom is very proud of this recipe, and a lot of friends and family have had it and they truly enjoy it, so we know it's a good thing. Charlie in the background looking up, waiting for something to drop. Charlie, you do not want to eat this, you will get drunk. This is laced with alcohol. And we put our essence in. And we are going to put a little bit of lemon zest. We zested those lemons ourselves. There we go. Lemon zest. And we're going to mix that on low to start just to get everything blended for now. Look at that yummy goodness. If you could smell. If you could only have a whiff of this. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay, so our pre-mixed mixture is here and good to go. See that? Look at that beautiful richness. Look at all that texture. We are going to now pour it over into the baker bowl to get a proper mixing and blending of the ingredients. As you can see, the mixer is like literally full at the moment. So in order to get everything to blend well and all the stuff at the bottom here that's going to collect, we technically usually just throw it over into the bigger dish, and then we would proceed to adding in our dry ingredients, and then it would be ready to pour into the pans and into the oven to bake. So this is our next step. I'm going to take it off the mixer and into our big mixing bowl. This thing is so big you can literally bathe a baby in it. See if I can show the size from sideways. Yep, there it is. Massive mixing bowl that we have. That's our Christmas mixing baking bowl. So we're going to pour everything out, scoop it all out, and we will add all the dry ingredients next. I am going to do a taste test. So I'm going to take my finger and scoop a little from the pan, and yum. A little bit more just to make sure I did that right the first time. Look at that yummy goodness. Oh yeah, that's gonna be some cake. Babes, that is gonna be some cake. Look at that beautiful yummy goodness. Look at all that. That is our Christmas Caribbean fruit cake. Almost ready for the baking pans to be put in, so that we can put it in the oven, enjoy, have that with some eggnog or Caribbean sorrel, ginger beer, whatever we choose to enjoy that with over the Christmas season. So first batch is mixed and panned, and in a few minutes we're putting it all into the oven. See, my honey is diligently scraping out every last bit of that goodness from that bowl. Every last bit. That is too rich to waste. Every last bit is going in that pan. And we are going to very shortly put them into the oven and have those cakes ready. I can't wait. Oh, I cannot wait. There we are, panning them, the sampler and the 3 others. We level those out nicely, get them all evenly distributed in the pan, and get it all ready to be added into the oven. And we will bake those up. Some goodness. Christmas cake goodness. Let me see this. I have to taste this again. Let me get some. Oh yeah, yummy, yummy. In the oven is going now. See, I'm getting it all ready. Go in there. Everybody's in. Those Those are closed up. And now we wait and we get to enjoy Christmas goodness baked here, just like my sign says. No, bake shop, Santa's bake shop. So that's batch 1 finished. We will let those stay there and get going, and we will start our next batch of cakes. Those are going to be plain white cake with just a little bit of fruit. So I will feature a little bit of that as well in a minute. So there we have it, batch 1 all out of the oven. Our black cake, Christmas Caribbean fruit cake, and that is what they turned out to be. Like, here's our sampler. We will cut that in a little bit and have a taste, see how that turned out, and I will show it off to you guys in a little bit. But for now, before we wrap them and put them away for Christmas and Christmas Eve, I just wanted to show what they look like, already baked, fresh out of the oven. There they are. My mouth's watering just thinking about getting ready to eat. Round 2. This is now going to be our white cake, plain cake, with a little bit of fruit, just for a little bit of interest and some color. So this is our butter for the next batch being mixed. Over there, showcase it again. I'm so proud of those for us. The rich black fruit cake. It's already done and ready for eating. Getting ready to transfer all that yummy goodness into the big mixing bowl over there. As you can see, it still have a smattering of the goodness from the previous sets of cake. So we didn't worry to wash that out. We just transfer, because we'll get the flavor from that as well, the leftover flavor. We'll pour that out and we will mix that up and start another batch of cake on its way. And there we have it, our plain cake with a little dash of fruit for some interest. That is the one now that we are going to now pan and put into the oven to start baking, and that would wrap up round 1 of the Christmas baking. When I say round 1, I mean round 1 of many days to come, not round 1 as in the first batch, because the first batch was the Christmas fruit cake, and now this one is a plain one. This is the ones the kids lean towards more, because there's no alcohol and all the extra things that we put in the fruit cake. So batch 2 of round 1 is now being wrapped up. We're gonna pan and put in the oven in the next few minutes. So there we have it. They're all panned, and of course, as usual, little sampler, and we have 2 medium size and a small white plain cake with a bit of fruit for texture. You can see little bits of it there, so that we have some color and a bit of texture to it. So these would go into the oven now, and we will have batch 2 completed of round 1, and then we will do the grand reveal of that set. So as promised, I am going to cut the sampler so that we can try it to see how it turned out. This is a tiny little one that was in that little pan. And then remember, this is the fruit cake, the black cake. And I'm going to cut a few pieces. We left this one a little too long in the oven, not leaving consideration that it's smaller than the big ones, so it's a little dry, a little bit drier than I would have liked. But that's okay. I have some ice cream on the plate, so that will put back the moisture. And we are going to sample. So cut some, lay that out there. I'm gonna put a little bit of whipped cream with that, just to be fancy, not really necessary, but just being decadent. So here we go, little whipped cream, and have 1 or 2 raspberries for garnish to make that look all Pinteresty. So here we go, and voila, that is our a little preview of our Christmas Caribbean fruit cake. Thank you. See you when I take out the white cake and try that sampler as well. But that's it for now. So there we have it. Our final and last batch for the day. Our white cake is finished. Look at those golden brown. Beautiful. Look at that. Little bit of the cherries poking through. All done and lovely. They came up nice height and beautiful color. All ready to be turned out. When they cool down a little bit, we'll turn them out of the pan and wrap them just as we did with the black. So in total we have, not counting the sampler, we have 6 cakes ready from batch 1 for Christmas. See that? Beautiful, beautiful. And that is our hard work for the day that we've done for Christmas to kick off our baking season and to top off a really gorgeous day, productive, fruitful, accomplished. It has started snowing outside, so I am gonna pan around and show you a beautiful view of outside that it has started snowing. So out the window we go, and look at that. Of course my light have to reflect in the window, but I'm sure you can see. If I go sideways a little bit, see that? That is snow coming down to top off my beautiful, successful baking day today. Show you the other side, and there we go. So as we come to the end of another beautiful sharing video of mine, I just wanted to highlight a few items that were given to me during the season. At one of my get-togethers, one of my neighbors brought me this beautiful star dish filled with Christmas goodies for us all to share. Just wanted to show you like how I always speak about being thankful for family and friends, and whatever they gift you, no matter how small, it's important to appreciate. She thought of me and she brought a few items to share, and she said that dish is yours to keep, and I will always have this dish now to cherish, and every time I take it out for the holidays I would remember her. And because we never know, right? We have our family and friends, we never know, times change, people change, we move away from each other. So when items are gifted to me, I always love to keep them, hold them close, cherish them. So like I always say to you about people putting their energy, time, essence into everything that they give to you, whether it costs $1 or $500. Just think about the cost to them in acquiring that item, and the thoughtfulness and the love with which they presented that to you. It's what they had to give, and they gave it. You accept it in love and in grace and cherish it and use it as a memory to that person. Another thing I'd like to highlight is this beautiful floral arrangement that was given to me by another neighbor. It has poinsettias, winter plants in it, ferns. It is just beautiful. Another one of my neighbors, who this one couldn't make it over to the get-together, so she gifted me that gorgeous arrangement, beautiful planter. So I am putting it with the rest of my Christmas items. Yeah, so I like using all my items that people gift to me and just appreciate them. And there's my little plate. Put one of my Christmas cakes on it. It's already wrapped and ready for storage. And my potted plant from my neighbor, beautiful, right next to my Mrs. Claus. She had a busy day in her kitchen, I could see, as well in her bakery. She has a gingerbread house and a few cookies on her sheet and a gingerbread cookie in her ham. That's a new addition to my Christmas kitchen decor. And my sign, this one was gifted to me by one of my cousins while she was shopping, and I figured it's just perfect to put together with this little display of my first batch of baking. And that's how everything came together. One of my mugs that I acquired this year. my Merry Christmas sign, and it just ties everything together beautifully to do my wrap up of batch 1, day 1 of Christmas baking. So in the spirit of keeping everything happy and merry and bright and blessed this holiday season, just want to say from your home to mine, whatever you do in this season, do it in grace and love and happiness. Whatever you choose to serve and share with your family, do it in good spirits, bringing joy and love to each other. Whatever you prepare in your kitchen, know that you put some sacrifice and love into it. Serve it with grace and gentleness. Everyone would be happy. And even if they choose not to be happy, even if you get criticisms and complaints, you know your heart, you know the place from which you served it, you know the place from which you are giving, you will still be blessed. Just everyone have a great season. I continue to say that. Be happy, be merry, just be gracious to yourself and others, and you be blessed and take care until next video. That may be some more baking, that may be me staging the dining table for dinner, setting the place settings. I don't know yet. I don't know what the spirit has in store for me when it moves me, when I get up that day and feel like doing something fun, sharing, making a video, put it out there for others to see and enjoy. So until next time, Merry Christmas. Enjoy one and all, have fun, get in your kitchen and start, even if you just make cookies, do something creative. It's great for the spirit. You will feel awesome. It doesn't have to be professional. Note I did not run this video step by step, measurements of this and that. Baking is personal. So you do what you love to do. Even if you go and buy a box cake and put it in the oven, that's your thing. That's creative for you. That helps you release some stress and have fun. The key about doing anything in your home, it's your home, it's private, it's personal. Make it fun, make it for you, and just enjoy yourselves. You burn it, who cares? Scrape off the burn, okay? Unless it's a piece of charcoal and you can't eat it, burn the thing, have fun. Just just be joyful. It's the season of joy and love and peace. Find some peace somewhere in your heart. To one and all, until next time, see you.